Welcome to Annexed Dinner Table Reviews. I'm Cassandra.
And I'm Devin.
Today we're going to be reviewing Mud.
Mud is a 2 to 6 player card game where you play as political rivals trying to jockey for voters, whether they be conservative, liberal, or undecided, throughout the United States.
Yeah. It is quite fun. I definitely think that it is more fun the more players that you have in it. Like, at a 2-player game, it is really mean. You just only have one player to play these, like, power cards against, and so it's just like attack, which can be quite fun in itself, but it is very, very mean.
See our playthrough for Cassandra being the victim of that. But yeah, I agree. I feel like in if you have 3 to 6 players, you're going to be able to spread those rat cards out a little bit more. And even if you are singling out a single player, that player will be the winning player, and so it's kind of just leveling the playing field a little bit. Yeah.
I thought that turning the political rivalry kind of thing into a card game was fairly unique. We have a couple, like, political games out there, but most of them are not card-based games, so that turning it into a card game was unique.
Yeah, and in addition to that, like, that's a very hot-button topic. Like, we're in an election year, so I think there is not market saturation yet on this. I think there's plenty of room for multiple political-based games.
Very, very true. I do think that some of the cards were quite unique. The scandal cards, where you're able to just target, you don't even know as the inflictor or as the person receiving it. They are just completely random, and, like, you can't, like, choose, oh, I'm going to take this one because that one doesn't affect me. It's really just, like, and those can really hit you hard, where you're just like, I'm one card away and I have it. Then you have that and it's like, well, not anymore.
But on the flip side, it doesn't affect you at all. Like, you know, if you're going for liberal voters and the scandal card says you lose all of your conservative voters, well, great, I didn't need them anyway. But the really fun thing about the scandal cards is the fact that all the scandals are based off of real political scandals throughout history.
Yeah, and actually almost the whole game is based off real life. Even the, like, conservative, liberal places, like the regions, how many cards of each type based on region is based in what actually is happening.
Yeah, so the political distribution, say, of the South is going to, you know, possibly lean more conservative, so there are more conservative cards in the South region.
Yeah.
Whereas in the Northeast, it's going to be a little bit more liberal, and the West Coast, it's going to be a little bit more liberal, so there's going to be a little bit more cards of the liberal.
Yeah, and that also adds something, because, you know, if you know the South is leaning more conservative and you're going liberal, there's not as many of those, so especially in those more player count games where, yeah, there's like 7 liberals in the South, and it's like, okay, when you have 5 players, that's not a lot.
And as in real life, swinging those undecided voters who can be the difference between the game or not.
Yeah. It was pretty easy to learn, not a super complex game. You know, you have a card hand of 7, you play 3 of the voter ones, as many of the rat ones, getting those scandal cards, and then you draw back up to 7. So super easy to learn. I would say, you know, took me 5 to 10 minutes to read the instructions, and then it takes about 3 minutes to teach someone else. So super easy to learn, which was really nice. Some of those other ones are just really hard to get into, those more heavy mechanically in games, not this one. I think for this game, to play it and grasp mechanics, even to win, you can be as young as 10, 12-ish range. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think there's something scary about a 10-year-old wielding rat cards that just can throw a bunch of chaos into the game. But yeah, I think for the most part, the basic mechanics of the games can be grasped. But as always, the nuance of the strategy will be
Yeah, and especially the humor in like the scandal cards being scandals of real life just is going to be better as you age. So that was our review of Mud. If you like this video, hit that button and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon for reminders of our newest videos.